This just made me so mad. I wasn't sure if I wanted to make this video or not because I don't like calling people out or spreading negativity, but I got an email today that was just too outrageous to ignore. So let's dive into it. So the email was from Jordan Valeria. It was an email to his mailing list, which I'm on, not me directly, in case that wasn't clear. And before anyone gets upset in the comments, I know somebody probably will anyway, let me make it clear that I'm actually a big fan of Jordan's work. I think he's an incredible mixer and an excellent teacher. I even took his original mixing course, I don't know, like 8 years ago maybe, and it was a really solid course. So I'm not trying to talk trash about Jordan at all, but this email was just so wrong. In it, he discussed real engineering versus nerd engineering. And let me tell you, it raised some serious concerns. According to Jordan, real engineers only ever use a single microphone on guitar amps. And he boldly stated, and I quote, "The only reason to put 3 mics on a drum, amp, or vocal is because you don't actually know which mic is right for the job. The only reason to stack 3 different guitar tones is because you don't know how to find a good one."
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
He didn't say, "This is how I like to do things," or "This is what works for me." He said, "This is how real engineers do it, and anyone who does things differently from me isn't a real engineer." Look, I absolutely understand the value of simplicity, especially for beginners. In fact, I record amps with a single Shure SM57 about 95% of the time. Adding more microphones can complicate things and introduce potential phase issues. So I agree that starting with one mic is often a good idea. However, claiming that it's the only way to record something is just absurd. I'm a pop punk kid at heart and grew up listening to Jerry Finn productions from bands like Blink-182, Alkaline Trio, Motion City Soundtrack, etc. And a lot of those records were engineered by Ryan Hewitt. And guess what? They blend in multiple mics, typically a Royer ribbon mic and a Gefell condenser. And I think I remember reading that they often blended speakers as well, typically using a combination of greenbacks and vintage 30s. And when I worked with Ryan on the Lumineers and Vance Joy records, some of those guitar amps got a couple mics as well. So does that mean Ryan Hewitt isn't a real engineer? I don't think so. And here's a picture from Eric Valentine recording Queens of the Stone Age. Once again, more than one mic. Or Eric did a great video with Sound on Sound that you should absolutely check out, where he shows how to achieve an incredibly cool surf guitar sound. In that video, he blended multiple amps and recorded them with multiple mics. So, are you gonna say that Eric Valentine's work isn't real engineering? Absolutely not. Now you might wonder why I'm making such a fuss about this. Well, like I said, I've been following Jordan for a long time now, and I've seen him pushing the fact more and more that his way of doing things is the right way, as opposed to a right way. And because of that, I've seen people in his community ridiculing other people for using multiple mics on an amp or trying something different and new. I just hate to see the cultivation of the idea that there's only one right way to record or mix something. We should be encouraging experimentation and problem solving and finding new sounds and finding our own sounds. So I guess that's what I hope you take away from this video. Try something new. Don't just blindly follow someone else's rules when it comes to recording. If you've only ever used one mic on guitar, try 2. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't. If you've never blended multiple amps before, give it a shot. Maybe you'll stumble onto something cool, or maybe it'll suck. That's okay too. Learn from everyone you can. Go watch one of Jordan's videos. They're great. Then watch one from Eric Valentine, or Christian Cole, or Jeremy from Recording Studio Losers, or Andrew Masters. Try out what they all do and see what works best for you. Find your own blend of techniques and your own unique sound. Anyway, we'll be back to normal, less ranty videos next week. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.